Okay, this time I'm gonna tell you a little bit about diving in Dahab. This is Dahab, Sinai, Egypt. I've been to Egypt diving about 4 times, 2 times down in the far south near Marsa Alam, and been out to the Elphinstone Reef in between sharks and some deep diving there, or in a lagoon with turtles. And then I've been to Safaga. I made my night dives there. Very nice, right on the beach. And this is Dahab, and Dahab is well known for the blue hole. And what you've seen right in the beginning was me with a couple of guys diving in the blue hole. And this is one of the most dangerous spots for diving in the world. I don't know how many people died there. You can see it on YouTube. Just give in Dahab blue hole. There's even one guy, sad enough, whose camera was filming while he went down and couldn't get up again, and it's really horrible. They got some plates there with the names of the divers dying. That's totally unnecessary. As you can see here, you don't have to go down very far. It's just a wonderful surrounding, and walls of corals, and everything is quite relaxed, except you want to do this tech dive thing and go down 100 meters and can't go up again because you can't decompress. There's guys going down, but not down to the bottom. For the bottom you might need 2 tanks on the back and another tank to get up again. So I really like diving in Egypt. I've been diving all over the world, in the Chinese Sea, in Bali, in the Caribbean, and well, for us Europeans, it's only a 4 or 5 hours flight down there to the Red Sea, and then we have this here, and it's quite easy. You can go by Zodiac out to some outer reefs, or dive just from the border, get in there and have this. And it's some easy dives, some hard dives. It depends on your skills. I really like it. You just fly down there and do nothing else than diving 2 up to 3 dives a day. Yeah, probably only 2 if you don't use nitrox a day. Don't forget to drink enough. So many fish down there. A lot of these firefish. You gotta be careful with those because they are poisonous, as you might know. But what I also found, if you go to Egypt and you're not a scuba diver, just take your snorkeling gear. Because as you see here, the deeper you go, the lesser the colors are. Because the sunlight is filtered by the water, as you might know, and the colors pass away, except you bring some strong lamps with you. Then you see how colorful it is. But with snorkeling up to 2 or 3 meters, it's wonderful. Millions of fish here and all sorts of. But if you want to see some sharks or some bigger fish, you have to go by Zodiac outside, because they are pelagic. And well, what I don't like about divers are these, I'm talking about sharks now, these stories about how deep have you been diving and how many sharks have you seen. I bet most of the divers have never seen a shark. I've seen some, and it's always wonderful, absolutely beautiful. If you respect them, then they are quite nice, and nice to see that they can do what they want to. And it's so sad that they are hunted, and I'm pretty sure we should just leave them alone, yes. This is a cave you can dive in. It's pretty deep there, and this is me looking up. There's a crack in the roof of the cave, and I did some cave diving also in the Caribbean. That was quite dangerous. We went down to 35 or so meters, and I only had a shorty and went through this very narrow cave with the tanks scratching on the roof, and on the other side there were black-tipped sharks waiting, and all these stories, you know. But that's not what diving is about. It's like flying underwater. It's like exploring this totally different, wonderful world. It's like taking drugs in a way. And Yes, if you go down to 30 meters or 35 meters and you think everything is so colorful here, and your diving instructor gives you a plate and says, say 2 plus 2, how much is it? And you write down 6, and you could swear it's 6, and then you get up and he shows you that what you did, then you know how dangerous it can be. Yes, you see some tech divers. Yes, the guy on the right, he's got a different tank, and they're coming from below there. So it's like flying. Keep the limits, be relaxed. I had so many situations where I've seen people doing really rubbish by diving and endanger themselves and others. Really be careful. In the end, I'm older now, and I sold my diving equipment. This was a part of my life, and I don't know how long I did it, 15, 20 years or so. I left it behind. I do snorkeling now, and it's wonderful seeing it all. And so I have a different approach to it today. But nice to see some videos like this. This was made with one of the first underwater cameras those days. And in the end, you're going to see a white moraine. Here it is. As you see, many rare species down there. So for Europeans, very recommended, but don't go to the big diving resorts. Take the smaller places like in Dahab, private.